guys, welcome to the High Performance PT Academy podcast. I am your host, Tony Pang, and again we have one of the original members of the High Performance PT Academy, Ally, who was on one of the earlier episodes. It was so early on the career. After 6 weeks, the transformation was unbelievable. We're now 6 months down the line, and I thought it would be awesome to get Ally back on board, talk about how things have changed, what has changed, and what challenges and hurdles are we now facing, and how things have really developed. So, Ally, how are we?
I'm really good, Tony, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So, obviously, you came on board earlier on. It'd been about, 4 weeks, 6 weeks or so?
I think it was just 4 weeks, mate. I just finished my first month. So, yeah, 4 weeks in.
So, in that first month, I could see the enthusiasm, the energy, the passion, the hunger. I think the hunger was the...
Obsession, man. I was obsessed. I was obsessed with being better.
Yeah, the obsession and the drive to really push your business forward, to achieve things that ultimately you'd never really achieved before. I remember that conversation of having the first buzz about hitting 6K in your first 30 days in the academy, and just feeling like, what else?
Yeah, that blew my mind. That first 4 weeks, as I say, that was treble what I was making before, wasn't it? Roughly about that, in half the hours I was doing on the gym floor, obviously. Yeah, so that alone, that first month, obviously when I came on that podcast, I was still relatively new.
Yeah.
But 6 months down the line, things have just blown up completely. Like, I'm almost doubling that now.
So let's go through, obviously, how things have changed from there, because I think for a lot of people that what you'd already achieved in such a very short time was already mind-blowing.
Yeah, it was mind-blowing for me as well. I couldn't quite believe it, but it's achievable, isn't it?
Yeah, so obviously from there, what's changed then? So in terms of obviously the hours you were doing then, right, so before coming on the academy, you were doing 50 hours?
Yeah, I was in between 45 and 50 a week at about between 30 to 35 pound a session. Okay. And that was me. That was me pushing it. Wasn't able to train. Wasn't able to really eat when I was wanting to eat. Up 6 o'clock. All the stuff PTs, well, most PTs do currently.
Yeah, when you're busy, you do the hours. You do when your clients want in. They do come kind of top the tree, so to say. And so we did want to change that about. You came on board. We managed to drop a couple of those hours. I think we obviously went from about 50, 60 hours down to about 30, 40 hours.
Yeah, it was about that, mate. Yeah, right about that.
30, 40 hours, which gave you back time.
And also increased the price as well.
Yeah.
Which enabled me to make more money for less hours. Which obviously, we had that conversation and I was like, don't know if I can swear on this, but I was like, Tony, I don't know if I can up the price.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to lose my clients and all that.
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, but if you lose some, you're still going to be making more anyway, aren't you? So that's what I did, yeah. And again, you're going to lose clients anyway, aren't you? But after it, you're still going to make more money because you're charging more. And you're getting more time back.
I feel like at some point, we all need to accept that as you develop, as your service develops, as you evolve, you are going to outgrow old clients. The clients that where you were charging £20 an hour, £25 an hour, are they going to value you and your service if it was 50 or 60? Probably not. There's quite a huge difference there.
Yep, they're just looking at a price, really, aren't they? They're just they're not looking at, as you say, they're not looking at the service. They're just looking at, well, I'll pay him 25.
Yeah,
if he doesn't want that, someone else will.
Yeah, and I guess at the other side of the coin as well is that they're probably used to the old way of how you done things, the old way of the diet, the old way of the training plans, the old way of check-ins, and you suddenly change your process and systems to become more efficient with your time and etc. And a lot of your older clients probably don't like that. They don't like the new. Nobody likes change. But ultimately, that change is necessary for you to evolve and be better.
Necessary for the business massively, isn't it?
Yeah.
For where I was wanting to go in life, I was needing it. Because I was doing that for, 6 years? Do you know what I mean? Just totally totally burnt out. Couldn't really, like I said, I used to split my training up. Yeah. I'd be doing back. I'd have to go back at the end of the nighttime clients and finish it off.
Yeah.
Because you just don't have the time, and then you're worried, oh man, I could lose this client, then you're losing £300. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's not the case anymore, do you know what I mean?
That is probably a fear I guess a lot of PTs will have, is that trying to gain back time, I'm losing money. And that's the mindset.
That was me, mate. That was me.
Yep. And I want to change that mindset from, if I lose a client, that I'm losing income, to, right, if I lose a client, I gain an hour. Now, what can I do with that 1 hour that's going to improve me, that's going to improve my business, that's going to improve my service? And we always say, if we compare that business model from a one-to-one PT compared to an online coach, is that potentially in 1 hour, you're capped to one client. You might do 2 clients, etc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the online, you've got the potential with your marketing, with your sales. Could you get another 3 clients, 4 clients, 5 clients?
10. It's meant. It's crazy.
Yeah, in the same amount of time that you could be making 3 or 4 or 5 times the income, doing the same amount of hours, and still giving your clients a grade A service. And I think that for you, you've probably really started to see the difference and shift from the type of service you were providing as a one-to-one trainer to the type of service you're now providing as an online coach. There's quite a huge distinct difference now.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Like you said, you're limited to what you're going to make in that hour, but with the online, there's no limit to what you're going to make. There's no limit to the amount of people you can help. And if you've got that free hour, you can dedicate that to marketing yourself, marketing your business, and making you a better PT as well, studying, doing stuff like that, rather than just one in, one out for like whatever it was, £35, do you know what I mean? Yeah,
so rather than just do the work in the business, you can work on the business. And in terms of the type of results, so we talked about how for most PTs, they feel as though online is a substandard service of coaching. It's like you're sitting behind a laptop. How do you get as good a result with a client online as you would one-to-one? So what have you seen now from your own experience, the type of results you've been able to achieve with clients online?
How long have we got, mate? Because it's going to be a big one. Yeah, it's been crazy. As I say, it takes, when I came on board, you've got to put the work in to set all the platforms up.
Yep.
Your training plans, your nutrition plans, all that kind of stuff. But once that's set up, it's amazing what you can actually do. Mm-hmm. Because when you're with a one-to-one client, like I say, you're limited. But with the online stuff, you can do so much more. Do you know what I mean? So much more. It's best thing I've done, man.
And so what type of results have you seen with online clients?
I'd honestly say better.
Yeah.
Because like we said, they're getting us with 160 hours a week.
Yeah.
They're on the Zoom calls, the Zoom group chats, WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups.
Yeah.
And with the one-to-one PTs only see us maybe twice a week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think online is definitely, they're probably both the same, but online's obviously a quarter of the price as well, which is a big thing as well for some people on it.
Yeah. I guess the main thing from my experience now is being able to relate, like you just said there. I would say to most PTs, the best results they're going to get from their clients is the clients that they see probably twice a week or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
If we then say that you know that the more time you spend with a client, the better result you're going to get with them. Now imagine on an online platform where you spend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day supporting your clients, talking to your clients, educating your clients, guiding them through the process, supporting them. Now let's imagine that you do that 4, 5, 6 days a week. So the 2, 3 hours that they were getting that service from you now, they're getting 20 to 30 hours of access to you, that support, that guidance. And we always talk about how when you are a personal trainer, you'd probably do work with a certain type of client that needs a personal trainer. And we know for a fact that there's clients out there that don't need a personal trainer. We've spoken about this several times. Yeah, you have those clients that have been going to the gym for years. The problem isn't going to the gym. They love going to the gym. The training is the fun part. The part is then, in terms of what they're doing in the gym, is it effective, or are they just winging it? Are they just doing what they fancy that day?
They need that structure and accountability, don't they?
They need that structure. And then in terms of the diet, do they know what to eat, when to eat, how to be flexible, how to be consistent? And we know for a fact that pretty much with most of your clients, a lot of people will know what to do, but unless they're accountable to somebody, nothing is forcing them to do the work. And it's easier to let yourself down than it is to let somebody else down.
100% agree, mate. 100%. It's definitely the way forward. I've seen it as well. A lot of my online clients, like we said, don't need a PT. They've been training for 5-6 years. That one that I just posted in the Academy on Facebook, he was strong, but he just didn't know how to look better and feel better. And he came on board with me, and he's got the best physique he's had in just 8 weeks.
Yeah.
From having that training plan, knowing what to eat, when to eat, even water.
Yeah.
Some people just don't think water, but obviously we know that's obviously essential. So just making sure they're accountable to all these aspects.
It's doing all the basics.
Yeah, definitely.
It's doing all the basics and being consistent. And so we know now that from a kind of online and personal training perspective is that time is our most valuable asset. If we can gain back more time, you can spend more time on yourself, your training, your business, not just in the business, but on the business. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months? Yeah, and in terms of all of this, we've been able to gain back now. I think you were saying you were only doing about 20 hours of personal training now?
Yeah, it's between 15 and 20, and it's the time I have. Obviously, I'm doing this competition in 10 weeks. I would never have been able to prep for a comp before when I was doing 50 hours a week. Didn't have the time to cook, never mind, do you know what I mean, do everything else that comes with it. So yeah, between 15 and 20 a week, obviously at a higher price than I was doing before. And then I've got 28 online clients now as well, which is just, it's amazing, mate. It's incredible.
So we have
just 6 months.
We have this conversation as well where I used to feel like when I was a personal trainer that the busiest PT in the gym was the most successful. Yeah, so
We've spoke about this a lot.
I'm doing 50, 60 hours a week, so I'm killing it. I'm smashing it. Yeah, and we know for a fact that that's more of a job than a passion, because in the end of the day, if I can work 10, 15, 20 hours a week and make more money than somebody else that's doing 50 or 60 hours, who's winning? You know what I mean? What life have you really got if the life that you have is just work driven?
You don't have a life, do you? Especially if you've got a family. You're training. I mean, you're gonna be doing about, if you're training, you're doing about 70 hours a week in that gym.
Yeah.
It's
no life. It's no the dream. And so that being the successful PT or the most busiest PT, etc., is a kind of facade. You know what I mean? It's not success.
It's like an older thing, I think, now, isn't it? It's like, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago you had to be
the busiest.
Yeah, because online wasn't really big.
Yeah.
But now, like, I couldn't do that now anymore, mate. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think it's that
can I eat and all that? You can't eat when you want, because you got one in. And you like I said, if you're worried if they go, because you're charging so little.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that's why you have to do all these hours, because, do you know what I mean?
To make up the money. And we've always said that the clients that give you the most amount of hassle are the ones that probably you charge the cheapest.
That was me at one point, yeah. Because
it's the clients that
I don't know why that is, though.
I don't know, but I think it's because they don't value your service. It's easier, and so they demand more from less than the clients that pay you more, that value your service, value your time, know exactly what they're getting, how you're delivering that service. And we know for a fact that the more that you charge, the more energy, the more time, the more effort you're going to give every client, because you feel valued.
Well, for me, I can only speak for me, but I always knew I was more than like 30 or 35 pound an hour, just because of my experience, my training experience. I've been doing it since I was fucking 14. Was that 16 years? So I knew, like, and there's people that go do, like we said, these I think there's like 4-week courses to do a PT, and they can just roll out and charge that. And I'm like, but then I said in the last podcast, you go to increase the price and they just go, oh, I'm away then. Do you know what I mean? So that used to really bug me, Because someone would just go and not have the experience and go charge what I'm charging. I'm like, what?
Yeah, when you've got more experience, more knowledge,
Yeah,
to
everything.
deliver better results. And I guess what I would say, the thing I've learned most working with a lot of coaches and PTs now, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. It's a confidence. If you know you're charging cheap and you're worth more, you don't deliver a fucking grade A service.
No, definitely
you don't
not.
because you
don't
feel
want it. Yeah.
you feel undervalued. You feel like I should be charging more. So if I'm not charging more, I'm not going to give that client all my time, all my effort.
So true, mate.
And you
So
under deliver. Whereas if you charge more and you feel valued, you give them more time, more effort, more energy. They get a better result. They love the service. And it's a win-win on both sides of the equation.
Massive, mate.
The client gets a better result. You get better fulfillment because you're seeing change in your clients.
And your business is growing as well, isn't it?
And your business is growing. And we said that one of the biggest things that will make you a success in this industry is what? Results. We have so many PTs talking about how to eat better, how to train better, how much sleep you should get, water. Do you not think that most of your clients know the basics? What you need to showcase is results. Mm-hmm. What's the point in telling all your clients, this is how knowledgeable I am, this is what I know? Well, back it up. Where's the results? Where's the results to tell your clients that if you come with me, if you work with me, that the service I provide is worth the money that I'm going to charge you because look at these results. And not just one or two lucky results. Here's 40 or 50 life-changing results. What does that mean to you? Because then the money no longer becomes an issue. People will always buy stuff that they want, that's going to make them feel good, that's going to make them look good, that gives them more confidence. Why do people buy a Rolex? It's a watch, but at the end of the day, it's a brand and it's a status. Why do people buy nice cars? It's a brand and it's a status.
Yep. Very true, man. Very true.
So who wouldn't like to go on holiday, take their top off, feel in good shape, look in good shape, oozing in confidence? Who wouldn't want to feel like that?
I know. Everyone wants that, don't they, really?
Everyone wants that. So when you...
Whether they do it or not.
So it's like, can you really put a price on that feeling? Probably not.
You can't.
You know what I mean? And yet people are scared to charge 200 or 300 pounds to make somebody feel like £1 million.
I know.
It's crazy, and it's that disconnect, it's that mindset, and it's not...
Why do you think that is, though?
Belief.
And, like, confidence in themselves? That
Yeah,
they can't get the result, maybe?
I literally just had a coach or PT that just signed up, and I asked this question, which I thought was massively powerful. And I thought, in the service you provide right now, if a client was to come to you and ask you for the dream result, not just a good result, the dream result. I said, I have the confidence in myself and my ability that I can deliver whatever the result the client wants, no matter where they are in the world. I will go above and beyond to deliver that result. Do you feel the same? Do you feel like if a client was to come to you right now and ask you for the dream result, could you deliver? And they said no. And I said, okay, so there's the disconnect.
That's why they're coming on board, isn't it?
Yeah, if you feel like you don't know enough, you probably could know more. You need more experience. And that experience and that knowledge is going to then build in your confidence, because once you start transforming your clients' lives, and not just a couple of hundred, but thousands, why wouldn't you ooze in confidence? Why wouldn't you have the confidence in yourself to charge double the amount you're charging now? Because you genuinely believe in your service, no?
Yeah, I mean, that was, I'm not going to say it. When I came on board, I did have the confidence I could change people's lives, but now what I've learnt of you, even with obviously I was experienced anyway, and I've known you for years as well, but the stuff I've learnt in the academy's just made me helped me get better results, faster results as well.
Yeah.
Like I showed you, had a guy, he lost 3 stone in 12 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Like people, and then online coaching, whatever the small fee it is, people don't believe it.
Yeah.
But you can do it if you've got the right, if like I know how to get someone to lose that now. Yeah. So
could you do that at scale now?
100%.
Rather than if you know you can do that with 2, 3, 4, 5 clients in a row, why couldn't you do that to 10, 20 or 30 clients?
I've actually got a boy in there now who's pretty much doing the same thing. He's 6 weeks in and he's lost 12 kilo.
Yeah.
So
if you've seen it over and over, your confidence is there.
But then the thing is, your potential clients are going to see that as well, obviously, aren't they? Which is just going to grow your business.
Yeah.
If you're posting results after results, 3 stone, 2 stone,
on a daily basis.
Yeah, because you know how to do it. And like we said, some PTs post photos and you're like, which one's the before, which one's the after? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we talk about that all the time where...
That's massive, isn't it? Since we spoke about that, it's quite common, unfortunately.
And I think as well is that for a lot of PTs, they can critique how other people work. Yeah, I've said all the time that somebody could critique about why I would get my clients to weigh themselves, why I would get my clients to track their expenditure. Yeah, and I says, so you can critique that and question that. That's not a problem at all. But after hundreds and thousands of world-class results, you need to either critique that methodology versus those results and ask yourself, well, if I'm not getting those type of results, is it that I'm doing something wrong or is it you're doing something wrong? And if you tell me I don't get my clients to lose weight, which cool, that might be the way you do things, don't post a before and after picture about your client who's not lost any weight and tell me how much better they're feeling. Why not just do a video and talk about how your client's feeling? Because you're looking at a visual.
Mm-hmm. That's no different.
But it's no different because you don't track variables to showcase that.
Yep.
And so that's where I think with marketing, it's a bit like I'll throw stuff out there for the sake of doing it. I'll write a post with no purpose or no meaning, and I'll just throw it out there and see what happens. And I'll expect that clients are going to come to me because I've got personal trainer on my bio, and I'm like, there's a lot of competition out there, and there's a lot of people that know what they're talking about. And for me now, I'm starting to realize there's a lot of good coaches out there that nobody knows who you are because you don't know how to market.
That was me. I mean, as well, like my Insta, I think I only had like 600 followers or something.
That's right, actually, yeah.
Because I never used to. I just posted my own deadlift videos. I didn't really post. I didn't know how to do it. But now that I know followers doesn't really matter anyway. It's or likes. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But even still, like I'm getting new followers every day.
Yeah.
And before I wouldn't even really worry about it.
That was a massive one, Ally. I definitely remember us talking about that as though I've not got a lot of followers. And I said, look, it's not about followers. It's about...
Some people... I was saying that to my mate, and he's like, Ally, ever since you've gone with Tony, your Instagram's blown up. I'm like, mate, it doesn't really matter about followers because you just need one. And he's like, no, it does. I'm like... It doesn't.
It doesn't. And we know this for a fact. Like for a lot of you guys, the prices and packages that you're selling, if you get 4 clients a month, it's an extra $6,000 in your bank, right? Easy. So if you've got 600 followers, and you get 4 new clients, who's not going to want an extra $6,000? Who's not going to want an extra £1,000? Who's not going to want an extra £2,000? If that's only 1 or 2 clients, you don't need 1 million followers to gain 1 or 2 clients.
And they follow you. Just because they follow you doesn't mean they're going to buy off you. Do you know what I mean?
They could follow you just for the sake of following you. They could like your pictures for the sake of liking your pictures.
People just do that, don't they?
And I say this all the time. I've got way more people around me that get more engagement, more likes, more comments, more interactions. But for me, I only need 1 or 2 clients. I only need 3 or 4 clients a month. And that's all I need. So am I really worried about 3,000 likes, or am I really worried about what people see? What is more important for me is the content you put out. Is it valuable? Is what you're talking about relatable to the other person on the other side of your phone or the other side of the screen that can read or watch your content and be totally relatable, that I'm in that situation, I've got a problem, I need help, and I trust that you can help me. That's it.
Yeah. And again, before I came on board, I always thought it was about likes and follows until I then realised it wasn't. Because you just need one. You just need one person to look and see, wow, he's really good.
and give you money.
Yeah. Buy off you. And then, that's how it goes. Like, I used to kind of... I never knew how to really do. I never, as I said, I was good. I had my own gym and stuff, but I didn't know how to market at all. No clue. And now, 6 months in, 28 online clients, I know how to do it.
Yeah.
And it's all through the academy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so if we start going a wee bit further forward now, so obviously in terms of your one-to-one, we've went from like 50, 60 hours. We're down to about, 10, 50, maybe 20 hours. You've now
20 max.
20 max. At a higher price point, I think you're sitting about £50 an hour right now. And would that could potentially even decrease again, but I think that's a nice number for you. You quite like, for a lot of guys that come on board, it's not that they want to stop PTing. It's just the fact that they'd rather
I enjoy it.
You enjoy it. You'd rather quality than quantity. Have a few clients that you really love. You love the banter. You love the chat. You love training them. They work hard. They get results. Why wouldn't you want to do it?
I love training anyway. It's my passion massively. So I would still always PT. Do you know what I mean? But when I came with you, I was like, I remember I said to you, I only want maybe 10 online clients.
Yeah.
And I want to be doing like 40 hours a week still at a higher price. And you're like that, all right. And then it's just totally
flipped 180. Yeah. And I guess we always say is that you want to work with people that you like. You want to work with people.
Oh, you need to. You need to, definitely.
Know what I mean? That you can relate to and you can push and you can really push them through to a point of getting results that you know is totally achievable, that goes over and beyond what they feel is realistic, because you're like, mate, honestly, we can do this. Like, we can achieve results you don't believe, and I believe in you, and as long as I believe in you, we'll go all the way, we'll make it happen.
Yep. And again, that's how you grow the business. Results, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that one I put in the academy two weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah.
That was insane, mate.
Yeah.
And that's my perfect client.
Yeah.
And look at the result.
And it makes you feel good about what you do.
100%, mate.
And if you could do that times 10, 20, 30, 40, you would. But for a lot of PTs, they work with anybody. They work with everybody. They work with people that they don't like.
Yeah, a lot of PTs say that, don't they? Like, I work with everyone.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them say that, but in reality, they're probably in the head going,
Yeah, you'll have clients you're like, I wish they cancelled, or I wish they don't turn up,
or they still take them on because they need the cash.
Money. Because they rely on the income. You know what I mean? Rather than focusing on the fulfillment, the results, they need the income. They're working with people they don't like. So then you start to resent your job, you start to resent your service, you're questioning yourself. Do I really want to continue like PTing? Like, it's really stressful. I'm dealing with bad clients. They don't check in. They don't listen. They don't follow the diet. And I'm like, guys, are you telling your clients what they need to hear? Or are you sugarcoating things and letting them get away with murder? Oh, so you had a McDonald's or a pizza at the weekend and you gained £4. Oh, don't worry about it. This week will be better. Is that what your clients want to hear, realistically, to be honest, right? Because the reason they're not in shape is because they've been told what they wanted to hear their whole life. So are you going to be the one person that's going to tell them what they need to hear, or are you going to be the one person that's going to tell them what they want to hear? And people have all said that about me. You're blunt and you're brutally honest.
I remember what you said to me at the start. If a client always wants a cheat meal, say they come on board and they need to lose like 3-4 stone, and they say,
"Where's my cheat meal?"
And you're like that. You've been cheating your whole life, mate.
Yeah, I think you need that. I think you need a rest from cheating.
But that's true, isn't it? But if you need the money in that, you're going to let them keep doing it because you don't want to offend them, you don't want to upset them. But that's not going to get them the best result.
And I spoke
ultimately, is it?
Yep. And I spoke to a PT last week about how, honestly, by letting your clients get away with it, they're going to leave you anyway. It's like, oh, I don't want to tell them off because they'll leave me. I says, do you know what? They'll actually leave you anyway, because after being with you for 8 or 12 weeks and not getting results, they're going to leave anyway. Why is somebody going to stay if they're not getting results? So you either tell them now what they need to hear and they do the work, or they leave. Which then you're saying, but then I've lost a client. But now gives you an opportunity
to get a result.
To get another client who's driven, who's motivated, that's going to listen and get results, which is going to boost your business.
Yep, I agree massively. And again, that was probably me before I came on board. Like, I'm sure a lot of other PTs right now, you want to say it, but you don't. You don't, because in your head you're thinking, you know what I mean? You don't want to lose the income.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you want to say it, but you can't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But because when I came on board with you, I think I said that to you, and you're like, Ally, that's because you need the money. You need the cash. And I was like, it probably is. But now I just say it up. I'm not going to say I'm brutal, but I just say it as it is.
Say it as it is. And so,
because it's going to get them a better result.
It's going to get them a better result. And so if we even fast forward now then, so from at that point it was like $6,000 in a month, right? And you were Cloud9, yeah? How far have we pushed that now?
I hit 10.5 last month.
10.5. So almost 6 months down the line, we've
No, sorry mate, actually it was I came on board in February.
Yep.
February was 6. It was April hit 10.5, and then it's always been between 8 and 10.
Yeah.
This month, obviously, I sent you a message. Yeah, I think it's going to be over.
Yeah.
Which is...
So then you look at where you came from, you doubled or tripled it. You're talking another 3 or 4 months later.
5 times.
Yeah. You've doubled and tripled it again. So your income's almost 5x from where it was, just because you decided that, something needs to change. I need to be better. I want to be better.
When obviously when I got in contact, you was going to go on holiday, remember? And I always...
Yeah.
I kept seeing your posts, like I've heard other people say, and I was like, I need to do this. And see, because I knew you anyway, it was a wee bit more easier for me. But I went away, and then I came back. I was like, I need to do this. Like, it was just something. And so, like, I knew I was going to be good at it.
Yeah.
And now I am.
Yeah.
Because at the start, I just needed. I didn't know how to do it, but I knew once I got the once I got everything in place, I'd explode, because I had the knowledge. I know how to get people lean. I know how to do all that. I just didn't know how to do it online.
Yeah.
And now, like, as I say, when the money I'm making now, I told you, I was like 3 months in, I was like, mate, this is blowing my mind. I'm like, I'm not going to say it was just crazy.
Yeah.
Because you go from not worrying about anything, really.
Yeah.
Not worrying, like I went and got a new car, bought a flat.
Yeah.
Like, you can, it was, I'm not going to say, it was quite overwhelming.
Yeah.
I
get that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that from a lot of the guys. When you've got a lot of money now sitting in your account,
blew my mind.
bank, you look at it thinking, this is adding up very, very quickly.
Yeah, because I always wanted, I was doing all right, man, but I was always, I've made what I was earning a year this month already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not gonna. It was very overwhelming, but I'm used to it now. And like I said, I probably took my foot off the gas last month, because I was looking at my bank account, going, I don't really need to get up. So do you know what I mean? Because I was so obsessed and go like following loads of outboard marketing, doing everything.
Yeah.
Because I was so hungry and obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Then when you get it, but then you look at people like you who are making that helps me keep pushing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because although you're making 10, you can make 20. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Once you know there's more, and I think that you don't necessarily need to kill yourself to do more. You need to work a lot smarter, not harder, but smarter. You need to have better systems, better processes, better teams. You need to be able to scale what you're already doing. And I think once you know how, you can replicate that. If you've already doubled from what you were doing initially, you've then doubled that again, you're 5x, you could double that again.
Yeah,
So
I will.
From 10 to 20. So that no longer becomes an issue or a challenge. And I think we'd spoke about this, where you become financially stable, it's consistent, and you feel a bit lazy.
It's great.
Yeah, you feel a bit lazy, because you're like,
do.
you take your foot off the gas, I don't need more money. And so we wanted to set you a new challenge.
Yeah, it's weird though, because I'd never really had that. Although I had it, maybe I was making $4,000 max. That's me, like all out before I came on board.
Yeah.
But still, once you pay your car, your rent, your gym rent,
Yeah.
your phone,
Yeah.
that's probably what, $2,000. So
Yeah.
you've only got
2 left.
And then to go from that to 10, nearly 11, I was like, yeah, it was good, man. It was wild, and that was still me. It's like I'm not going to say I'm still relatively new, because I know how to do it now, but I've only been doing it for 6 months.
Yeah.
People have been doing it for years, and like we said, some online coaches are charging, was it £25 a month or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's because some people, I've had some clients say they don't want to do online coaching because they've had bad
experiences.
Yeah, and then if you tell them, you say, well, it works out this much a day, they go, oh, I was only paying, I think one was £15 a month.
Yeah.
Of course, you're not going to get a result doing that. You're not going to hear back from them. You're not going to get a training plan, nutrition plan.
I've heard all the stories between no support, no daily support, no weekly support, no check-ins. Here's a diet, here's a training plan. Go do this on your own. Get back to me a month later, and I'll change the diet. That's not on. Is that online coaching?
Unfortunately, well, I had a few bad experiences before I came on board, and that's kind of what I was getting.
Yeah.
But so I know that that's obviously not right.
Yeah.
So that's obviously why you can't really. That's why you're charging whatever it is, £10-15 a month.
But if you're only charging £10-15 a month, you're not going to give that client the service. You're not going to look after them. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. And if you give that client a bad experience, they're now tarring every online coach with the same brush. It's a substandard service. It doesn't deliver results. You don't get any help. You don't get any support. We know that's different. And I says, but then you get PTs that charge 10 or 15. You get PTs that charge 50 or 60. They're not the same. We know this.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know what I mean? Not. And so from obviously that point, if we then move forward, Ally, so we've now got to the point you're financially stable. It's not that you're not hungry anymore, but you're not driving for more because you're not. It's
don't
not
need it. Don't need it.
It's not as exciting, but
it's not like I don't need it, but it's like
you've done that,
yeah.
And you know you can do more. But what's next? And so we decided that for you, it's always been a goal to step on stage, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, massively. As I says, I was competing in the powerlifting scene for like the last 3 years. I've always loved like stent stuff, but it's just the injuries, man. I was getting injured all the time. My pec, my back, my knee, everything, my elbows.
Yeah.
And then back in the day when I was going to Extreme, I was kind of doing bodybuilding training, but in the back, I remember I even used to speak to you years ago about it, about like how do you go on stage? But I was only like I was only young. I was like 24 or something.
Yeah.
And then I was going for this 300 kilo deadlift.
Yeah.
Like that was always a massive goal of mine. I mean, I spent fortunes on like a deadlift bar, calibrated plates, thousands.
Yeah.
Just to do it.
Yeah.
And then I was getting close, and I fucking injured myself, and I thought, no, never again. Like I was way too big, up 131 kilo.
Yeah.
Just too big, man. Like very strong, but no.
Didn't feel good.
No, I didn't feel good, and I'm like, what's the point in this? Yeah. And then obviously he says, Ali, why go for 300? Just go for a 300k a year instead of 300 kilo deadlift. And I was like, why not? So then he said about the PCA first time or so, and I'm like, I could do that. So we're 10 weeks out, 10 weeks
yep.
Saturday, I think. 10 weeks
yep.
Saturday. So I'm down at 100, I was 116 the day. So what's that? 35 pound off in 10 weeks.
Yeah.
So hopefully be on stage about 100 or something. 98, 100.
Yeah. So it's taking that same mindset that you had for yourself, your powerlifting, your business. We're now transitioning that into
going on stage.
Bodybuilding. It's always challenging yourself to be better mentally.
Yeah, that
physically.
Yeah. That see, since I'm doing that, like I said to you, it's lit something in me again.
You've got that fire.
Yeah. As I say, I used to do that before, like 10 years ago, before there was powerlifting was really big, but I just got too caught up in the whole how much can you lift stuff.
Yeah.
But your physique doesn't go to a good place when you're doing that, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just eating too much.
Yeah.
But no, I'm absolutely loving. I'm loving seeing my physique change. I'm loving even the nutrition.
Yeah.
See just now how I know about fibre.
Yeah.
Eat just like, because see before I was always hungry.
Yeah.
But obviously I know why that is, because I wasn't eating enough of the right foods.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now obviously with the meal plan you gave me, it's just so easy. Like I'm on 3-4 now, and I'm still not really. I'm starting to get a wee bit hungry, but
not major.
Before I was eating like 6
of
just not good options of food.
Yeah.
Like takeaways and
just.
But now, yeah, like I feel so much better. Blood pressure's come down a lot. I've not really lost a lot of strength either. Like I'm still doing 220 for 10 on the deadlift, still squatting 220.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm loving it, and I can't wait to see the end result. It's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to do well, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think that we've gave you time.
Yeah.
And I think that you've got financial stability, so you can focus all your efforts on this. You're eating.
Yeah, living the lifestyle, isn't it? Living the lifestyle. It's really good. As I say, I got to the point where I was like, man, like I was comfortable.
Yeah.
With the money, and then the training, I just kept getting hurt. I'm like, I need to change this up. Then I remember the first 4 weeks I took that photo. I'm like, that's a big change. And that just, I'm like, I'm either all or nothing. I'm like, I'm going for this like a madman. I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean?
And we know there's obviously loads of PTs out there that probably would love to. They get a buzz off the challenge, but they probably don't ever want to compete or something like that because they don't have the time to dedicate it between clients, between prep, between all that stuff. And I say that
it's a full-time job, isn't it?
It's a full-time job, and if we can get you to a position where you can actually compete, you can enjoy it, you've got financial stability, you've got time.
Less stress, man.
Less stress, then you start to live that life. You're like, fuck, I wish I was living like this fucking all the time.
Well, I think that's what every PT wants, isn't it? Every PT wants to be able to train when they want and not rush it. Always have like maybe 3 hours to just eat, train, eat again. But trying to get that is
hard.
Very hard. I mean, that was me. I was splitting my sessions up sometimes.
Yeah.
But now, like, I've got so much time in the day to prep my meals, train, sleep how long I want. Yeah, but it's all having that security. And I always wanted that, but I was like, how the hell can I get this?
Yeah.
But the online is just a different animal. It's just
it's gave you the options. It's gave you the opportunity to step on stage, to have the time, to not wake up when you want. You know what I mean?
Well, how important sleep?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if you're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning doing boot camps at 5, clients like to
8, 9 o'clock at night,
then trying to train. I mean, you're not going to look the best you can get. And I think as a PT, you're selling yourself in a certain way. And you need to look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. The image, the lifestyle. If you're struggling to do it, but you're telling your clients that they can do it too, it's a disconnect.
Well, it's like if you're trying to get someone to do something you've never really done
before, how can you really empathise?
You can't really, can you?
You know what I mean? So
they won't know what the struggle's like.
Yeah. So it's been life changing, mate, and in such a short period of time, 6 months. You've got the time to compete. You're making good money. It's by all means. I still think there's so much more in the tank for you for business and life and all that stuff. But you're happy.
Oh yeah, extremely happy. It's something I've always wanted to do. I just didn't know how to do it until I came on board. For me, the big thing's having the time to train and not worry about having to split the sessions up or cancel it. Like, see, I always used to train like between 1 and 3 or something. And if someone comes on and offers you 400 quid and they need to get trained at 3, a new client, you'd probably have to take it, wouldn't you? Because do you know what I mean? But now it's like no chance. And
obviously for you, you're making good money. So is it about the money?
No, it's about the freedom. Aye. It's about having the time. It's about having the time to
live the life that you want.
Yeah, and like I say, training and eating, sleeping, training. That's something I've always wanted to do. Yeah, because I know I can. I think I can go places doing the competing. So but I've never had the time to focus on it fully. You know what I mean? Like if you're rushing, you've got to go get like a Greggs or something because you've been too tired to prep your meals, so you're rushing to the shop and you're rushing back, trying to train your client, eating, and then you're trying to train again. It's just crazy, man. Yeah.
So we've all been there, and so obviously, hopefully now. I mean, we caught you in the podcast in the first 4 weeks. I just thought there was a fire, there was an excitement about you that we really had to capture. We're 6 months down the line, and it's blown up again completely. I can only imagine what another 5 or 6 months is realistically going to look like. But obviously, for anybody who is sitting in your shoes, I mean, what's the best bit of advice you can give them?
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I'm getting people messaging me all the time asking how you get on with Tony, and they're seeing like people are messaging me going, man, like you're doing really good, and I think people just know now that I'm doing good.
Yeah, you did say that on when we spoke last week.
Yeah, and again, it's what would I say? Like I think if you really want to do it, you're going to do it, because people will say, oh, I want to do it, but if they really want to do it, then they're going to do it. Like as I say, I made the money back in a day.
Yeah,
I mean the full whatever it was, I can't remember. I made that back the next day.
Yeah,
and then I made obviously 6 that month. So I think you just have to do it. Like people mess me all the time, like, what's Tony charge? How you getting on? What's he do? I'm like, just do it, man.
Yeah.
Because remember, I said to you, like, people thought I was lying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
People
remember.
thought I was actually lying, so I sent you a bank statement that I did make the 10.5 that month because people thought I was lying, like, to promote you.
Yeah.
I'm like, that just shows people's mindsets, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How weak people are.
Yeah.
They don't think that's achievable when it is.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that because there was a few people on the last podcast. People were saying, "Oh, I was bad mouthing people in my old gym and stuff." I was like, "What?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "No, I was just saying I felt a bit different to the other people in the gyms. I felt more ambitious and I wanted to do things as what I felt the other people were maybe kind of happy doing
what they were doing.
Yeah, but I never really fitted in there at all.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'd say to people who want to come on board, just do it, man, because like it's not just me who's successful, is it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. In the group, there's people making what, 15 grand a month or something.
Yeah, and it's crazy because there's people doing what you're doing at 21, 22.
Like wee Jack.
Blows my mind.
I was actually speaking about my pal. Like, I messaged him now and again. He's such a nice young hungry boy. I like him a lot.
Yeah,
he's going to go places, man, isn't he?
Yeah, and so we say that
21,
like,
man, that's crazy.
If you're being that successful that young, where is your life honestly going to be?
I mean, you need to have that want to do it.
Yeah,
you need to have that. And I don't know if people want to change their life, earn what 5 times your income, possibly cut your hours back by half.
Yeah,
like they need to sign up, man. It's a no-brainer. Huh?
Yeah,
but as I say, it's almost sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, I would agree. I think
because people thought I was like, I showed you some messages I was getting of people saying like I'm lying. I was like, mate, what? I'm lying? I was like, all right, I'm lying.
I know you're lying to your bank account. You know what I mean? You're lying the fact that you get to wake up when you want and do what you want. It's but that's
it's just mindset, isn't it?
It's mindset.
It's quite unfortunate, really. I think that people think like that.
Yeah, they don't believe it's possible.
Because when I think it was Gemma before I came on board with you, she was, I can't remember. I was like, that's insane, man, and I would never have thought she was lying.
Yeah.
That was me going, I want to do that. Like that was motivational for me.
Yeah, because you saw a number that and you were like, if they can do it, I can do it too. Rather than if they're
judging
doing it, they're lying.
Yeah, yeah. That's not me, but yeah. I mean, people they need to make that jump. They need to get in contact, man, because I'm posting everything. I mean, yeah. I don't even know what to say, man, because I'm buzzing. I'm happy with everything. Best thing I've done. Totally life changing, and I'm going to go step one. Like last year when COVID happened, before I got my gym, I was not even working, man, because obviously the gym had shut.
Yeah.
I was getting to the last bit of my savings, and then how my life's changed in a year is probably is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Some people, like I say that to some of my pals and like that, you're like, it's mad. I actually can't figure the words to say it.
To describe it.
Yeah. And that's why I said I got quite overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I was like, Then after the show, I was just looking at booking Dubai again up for 2 weeks. So like we were saying, if you go away and you look the part, I'm going to get business over there as well.
Yep. Yeah.
So
you're a walking billboard of your brand.
Yeah, well that's something I've always wanted to do. And now I can do it. Yeah, it's amazing, mate. If people want to do it, they need to get in contact, man.
It's just that leap of faith again. And I say that to everyone. As long as you know why you want more money, more time, more freedom, how you want to change your life, as long as you know that deep desire that you definitely want to change, then I can show you the how. How to get clients, how to market, how to sell, sales, client fulfillment. I can show you the how. You just need to know the why. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think some of them don't know. I think some of them, like people message me going, "Oh, I'm going to this one to message Tony and that," and then they don't.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's you miss a month of potentially what 6-7 grand.
Yeah,
and I message them, they're still working 6 hours a week for £25.
Yeah,
someone asked me again last week about it, how I was getting on with you, and I says I recommended you massively, and he was saying he's fully booked, he's doing 50 hours a week online, and 50 hours a week PT, and he was only I think he was charging £20.
Yeah.
And he says his online was massive as well, and it was pennies, man. But I'm like, that, mate, that's not the life.
No, it's a job. It's not a passion or career.
Yeah, I was saying that to my pals. I don't feel like I work anymore at all.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's good, but these people who think that it's like a successful PT shouldn't be doing 56 hours. They shouldn't. Yeah. Or charging £10 a month for online coaching, or 15, whatever. It's yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but if they want to make a change, man, and get more time, they need to get in touch with you, man.
Yeah.
Just like I did, because that was me. That was me. That was me when back in December time when I seen your post and I says I need to do this because I wanted more time.
Yeah.
That was saying for me, more time to train and look better and feel better and sleep better.
Yeah.
And then compete. That's what I was wanting to do, but in my head it was so far away. I didn't know how I was going to do it.
Yeah.
And then since that first month, my life's just gotten better and better.
Yeah. And this is only the beginning. So it's been awesome, Ally, just to catch up. I like the success from almost the first month was huge to now looking how that's developed another 3-4 months again has been astronomical, and I can only imagine where things are going to be in another 3 or 4 months' time. And
I'm excited about it.
I'm looking forward to seeing you step on stage as a new challenge, and seeing how that's going to further develop you as a person.
So am I, mate. I'm massively looking. Something I've never done, something I've always wanted to do, but didn't have the time to do it.
Yeah.
Now I do. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to doing that, man. It should be a good show.
So thanks for taking the time to come on and chat about your success so far. And if people want to kind of follow your journey, where can they get in contact?
Yeah, so on Instagram it's elitefitness_PT. Same on Facebook. So give me a follow. Watch my my road to my first bodybuilding show. I'm doing a series on IGTV. I think I've put 3 up. So if you want to know what I'm kind of going through, how I'm feeling, how I'm progressing, give me a follow, man, and watch me progress. And if you want coaching, online coaching, same again, just follow me on Instagram and send me a wee message. I'll be happy to help you out.
Yeah. Right, guys. So hopefully you can take a wee bit of motivation and inspiration from Ally's journey so far. It's definitely been astronomical and unbelievable to some degree, but when you see others around you do similar things, that environment dictates performance. And if you surround yourself with winners, you will become a winner too. So you need to make sure that who you have in your corner is going to allow you to be the best version of yourself, give you a better life, allow you to live the life that you strive and dream for. And please make sure to go check out the High Performance PT Academy website, or for more details, DM me for info. Speak to you soon, guys.